the Accra Mayor and Accra Regional Minister, I would like to say thank you very much, you guys. You are doing a great job. What we are seeing, the Ashanti region from the Ashanti Regional Minister and also the Kumasi Mayor, we are seeing say now people are ready to work and we need to encourage them to work. Now, on say Nyome Koso, Matisse a year in crime. The Mayor Accra is doing extraordinary work. It's early days. We have seen some before. And we believe, say, this time the commitment now almost show and the approach, it will be different, and all the support that they need from us as Ghanaians, we need to at least help support the Greater Accra Minister Nidin the Linda Oklu, I think so. The mayor, I don't know his name, but this guy is a fantastic guy. Governance, they be amekacham say nyansa ene de. It is not gidi gidi. Enye buga buga. Enye mabuwe. Governance is all about using your two of MPP for which I was dead. I understand. And I don't blame you. It is the pain. So many people are almost supported the MPP, They wish I wasn't in the picture. In fact, Baumia Kennedy Mo, MPP top, they wish I was no more. I understand your pain. They are more pen and yamepa and see. But that is not what God wants. And you see, there are so many NPP supporters in Ghana, even out of Ghana, they are pained. All because they don't know when I am going to stop this so that the NDC government and John Mahama, they can go after them and then denigrate them and also lie about them. They don't know why I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped. At a point, the Krobika said, after 2020 elections, Kevin Taylor there, you are still on TV, ni radio. Why they in politics? No, this is an infinity thing, etc., etc. It never ends. The pain in the heart of people who don't like this platform and people who don't see anything good in Ghana is because, especially the NPP supporters and followers, they are trying to find a replacement, something to counter me. They have been doing everything, and you see, before you replace Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, you need to understand you are not just replacing a player. You are replacing a whole team. And that is what the NPP and people in Ghana who don't understand what we do, that is what they don't get. But see, before you decide to replace Messi or replace Cristiano Ronaldo, you need to understand, say, you are not replacing just a player on a field. One, you are replacing an investment. That is one. Because 90% of the people who come to that stadium to watch, they come because of Ronaldo or Messi. So one, you are replacing an investment. Two, you are replacing an institution. 90% of the players on the pitch playing with Messi or Ronaldo, they are enjoying and learning from them. So you are replacing a whole career and whatever you call it. You get it? Now, three, you are also replacing goodwill. Because you see, there's something unique about Messi and Ronaldo. They might have their bad side on the field. But every time they are part of a team, some people who don't even support those teams they play for respectively or whatever, at a point you feel like you just want to support because they are part of the game. It makes you happy. So, okay, so person replace ana udi obiba na obeye more potent, more likable. Somebody, Ghanaians from left and right. I can tell you on authority. And they were confused. Those are the people who watch me a lot. You see a lot of people on the internet talking Ghana politics. Some of them, they are crazy. Obviously, we know they are crazy. They are just not there. Some of them using strong words. Some of them not using strong words. Some of them being direct at the president. Those kind of words, some of you saw that was so stronger. Yes, where do you been see that? Kevin Taylor Carson we actually Ekufuado. Wakasen we actually Baumia, Wakabi actually Kennedy. Kevin Taylor there, we do atem, John Mahama and Shana say. NDC for the Kevin Taylor no mama ni sika. And a Kevin Taylor ya di oyeno. And Kevin Taylor to me the John Mahama about power. The question today is, all the people on social media today who are using strong words at John Mahama and the NDC government and the ministers and whoever, are they being paid by Bawumia and Kennedy? Because for now, we can conclude that anybody who is speaking against John Mahama now, insulting John Mahama, insulting the NDC government, using strong words which you don't like, is paid or is being paid by Bawumia. There shouldn't be any argument about this. There shouldn't be any argument. And see, the issue here is we want to know, because there were so many people on social media, Bongo Ideas and Ameboa. I think for 8 years, you the MPP, you picked up Bongo Ideas. Miankasami Junior, Benansa, no Yejuma or National Security, or ni Edubo Ahimwa. They picked up Bongo Ideas. They went to lock him up. They threatened to kill him, all because they thought that his tweets were too strong and it was going against the government, against Bawumia, against the Kufuado. And at a point, Yenina Amokachere said Bongo Ideas is being paid by NDC to do that. Today, the NDC is in power. So I think Bongo Ideas is not being too strong on the NPP again. NPP again, right? Now, the people who are strong on the NDC today, those insulting John Mahama, those insulting NDC government, appointees, whoever, those insulting John Mahama's wife, those insulting whoever you people think is being insulted. I'm asking, are they being paid by Bawumia? Yes. Bawumia is paying all these people. All the people you see on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, any person you see, anybody, any person you see on social media today insulting John Mahama, going after the NDC government and saying things is being paid by Bawumia and Kennedy. Go on TikTok, you see it. They are all being paid. So, we are going to now Shamia. Also, theaters and the Otis will be Cassetia NDC, by Cassetia John Mahama, a Bawumia, any Kennedy Muni Tianaka. Because for 8 years, they told you, say, I was being paid by Eddie, John Mahama. Who was Omai John Mahama? You might see Ibrahim Mahama. You might see Asibesi. Sesiano, Bawumia ne tia sankwasi afodeka. So who should we blame if today somebody sits in Germany, in the UK, in America, and insult Otufo, Bawumia and Amaniska? Because those times, anybody who spoke up was being paid by John Mahama and the NDC. So anybody who is speaking up today against this government and against anybody in Ghana, that person, we should know for a fact that that person is being paid by the NPP. And that is what Mahamudu Bawumia is doing. That is what Kennedy Japan is doing. And you can see all over the place. All these young boys they are talking to, they are calling, they are saying we know them. They are giving them money to try and insult and denigrate John Mahama. Because we have been there before. We all have been there before. Anyone who said that I was being paid by Mahama to do the bidding for Mahama to expose the NPP government, anyone who is doing the same thing I was doing 8 years ago and now is being paid by Bawumia. Because Bawumia wants to be president. Because Kennedy Japan wants to be president. So we need to understand this. It's when you go on their platforms, let them know that you are being paid by Bawumia and Kennedy. And the funny thing is, those people will tell you that nobody is paying me, but those people, they know who is paying who. They are the ones who know who has been paid. Right now, the table has turned. Anybody who raises any issue against John Mahama, speaks against John Mahama, John Mahama, TikTok, Twitter, wherever, he's being paid by Bawumia. He's being paid by Kennedy. At a point, MPP before Yinaka say TV3, Media General, they are working for the NDC. We were here. They boycotted TV3. I don't know whether they have gone back or not. These are crazy people. Captain Smart, we all were told by the NPP every single day that Captain Smart is working for John Mahama. He has been paid by John Mahama. That is what the NPP said. And I'm yes. Now today, if Captain Smart or whoever on any TV, because I heard say Moka say Johnny Hughes was also paid by John Mahama. I heard Moka say Roland Walker is being paid by John Mahama. I heard Namoka say Bella Mundi is being paid by John Mahama. I heard Moka say everybody Obia Obe Rezi issue is being paid by John Mahama. Today, those people who are saying that almost Hankofor are being paid, today Paul Adamotri is speaking for the NPP. He's being paid by Bawumia and Kennedy. I don't want an argument on this. All those foolish boys and girls on social media, say abodam from on the streets of New York, rabies in Kramai, all those foolish people, we need to come to that conclusion. Said ye, San Kwasiafoni Nina are being paid by Bawumia and Kennedy because they want to be president. The same way John Mahama wanted to be president 8 years ago. Let's make this simple. So that is how the conversation is going to be. Today, nobody can tell me I'm being paid by John Mahama because I'm already on John Mahama's pay list from 2017. Into what in Canada. And they say, "Oh, Mukazeti John Mahama no." Or say, "TSS, they are on Bawumia any Canada Japan's pay list." The rabies dogs on the street of New York, the rabies girls on the street of New Jersey, the foolish boys and girls on the street of Accra, the big-headed fools who are scared of clouds. So we need to get it straight. That is how it's going to be from today. I want to say no, not yet. The Accra mayor and Accra regional minister, I would like to say thank you very much, you guys. You are doing a great job. What we are seeing the Ashanti region from the Ashanti regional minister and also the Kumasi mayor, we are seeing say now people are ready to work and we need to encourage them to work. Now, say Nyome Koso Matise a year in crime. The mayor Accra is doing extraordinary work. It's early days. We have seen some before. And we believe, say, this time the commitment now almost show and the approach, it will be different, and all the support that they need from us as Ghanaians, we need to at least help support the Greater Accra minister, Nidin the Linda Oklu, I think so. The mayor, I don't know his name, but this guy is a fantastic guy. But I'll tell you the reason why. You say, Decongestion our markets and our public places. In fact, our markets now, who say chaos be AC. Before NDC bar power, every time Becca say decongest a market near that day, it's a lot of demonstration chaos. But I would say, why this time? Why is that not happening? In the Ashanti region, we saw a little bit of tempest rising, but for some reason, say Obia quiet. Emma, the mayor is working, the regional minister is working. This is the Greater Accra mayor. He is doing a fantastic job. Now, there's something unique you are not watching, or you are not really noticing, and I'm going to tell you. Now, social pictures we are made show now. You will see, say the people are at the end of the day. He is trying to get off our road. In fact, in the streets, on the streets, to move them off the pavement, the people are not agitated. They are not fighting back. So who's steady now share how Nyoma Air Koswa. You can see, say, even the traders themselves. Omwa Sebio Imrana Basse. It was say Obu free a quainim Ghana markets, we are supposed to see here. Sorry, say demolition we and also be bufu. And go see who say Bebre are reacting. Yabe kun tokwa, yaniwe yakun, yabe demonstration, but you are not seeing it. You are seeing people who are collaborating, who are basically allowing the process to go on. It's Yambusa and will say, what is really making this happen? Because Obibeka say, baby, omudi dwanye, adentina mayor naba, any regional minister naba, and the Kumasi kwa so mumfri kwa ho, and the so be a demonstration, obi ni obi kun, Accra, so it's happening. Ask yourself why. The answer is simple. The approach of this government is different. You see, governance, debi ameka kyerem say nyansa ene de. It is not gidi. Enye buga. Enye mabuwe. Enye metwi we so sekan. Metwa we echi. Governance is all about using your intelligence. And you see, the approach now aban we use. The approach now the Accra mayor, the Accra regional minister, the Kumasi mayor, the Ashanti regional minister, the Greater Accra regional minister, the Ashanti regional minister. The approach they are using is more of a human approach. Even though some of the people now they also need to go home and feed their families, The mayor and the regional minister, both in Accra and Ashanti regional, Greater Accra and Ashanti regional, they have adopted a strategy to have this communication with the people. They have been able to let the people understand the importance of this exercise. And you see, we are going to get 1 or 2 people coming back on the streets. But you see, we need to be consistent. Consistency is not about being pushy. It's not about being bossy. It's not about being bulldozing your way through. It is not about suppressing people's idea. Right. It's about letting people understand. Say, this is a government. Ye tu anamobi na anamona ye tu no. Ebia ende ebia ende but in the future, we are all going to benefit from it. When this government starts to do that, this is what you see. You will see traders applauding a regional minister, applauding a mayor. You will see all these people coming together to help us build a nation. And in you are not seeing the resistance. You are not seeing the chaos. You are not seeing people fighting against the institution, because the communication, the dialogue is there. The mayor is making the people understand, say, it's an exercise, sir. At the end of the day, see, to me keep a streets clean. To me making sure, say, people are not blocking traffic, and that where you are supposed to sell, you are selling now. Even though it's going to be tough from the beginning, some people are going to drag a little bit. But from what we are seeing or witnessed so far, it is beginning to look like these people are communicating. They are leading when it comes to governance. The mayor is proving a point that enye gidi, enye ebro, enye debia anajo, ahumachi, machi excavator, mebubu daegu na chile say you are a leader. It's about you coordinating and relating to the people. You letting them understand why you are taking some initiative. And I expect majority of the regions, any other mayors to emulate this. Yehudi Esu Ashanti region. Right now, when you go to some part of Edum, any Kumasi, the streets are cleared. You will get 1 or 2 people every day coming to the street because we are human. Some people will not listen. Some people end up at the wrong side of the law, which is fine. But the holistic job is that, has that thing we are doing, what we are doing, is it going to change as time goes on? We are not supposed to use a day or 2 months to make sure the streets are totally cleared. It should be continuous. It should be consistent. We should start to inculcate. We should start to make the people start to understand that this should be our new lifestyle. The streets are for cars. The pedestrian walkway is for pedestrians, and that the markets are supposed to be behind it. Move away a little bit away from baby. Nobody is taking your daily bread from you. Somebody is trying to protect Eddie Nipana or no. Somebody is also trying to protect the driver now on for car and bobino. So we are all trying to help each other. So what I am seeing in Accra, what I am seeing in the Ashanti region, the Ashanti regional minister, the Kumasi mayor, in fact, the mayors are really doing a great job. And I expect other regions to learn. They should try and do what? And try to come together and understand. You see, human institution is a very difficult institution, especially when we live in a setting that we are comfortable with. I remember when I started doing my editorial, there were so many people in Ghana, not on share me show that, but to catch and I would never watch because you see Kevin Taylor and somehow Canada, Christo ni Kevin Taylor, in Cremoni Kevin Taylor did them. There were so many people who never even watched me but already judged me. That is when I started this revolution of changing the way our politics is supposed to be done and how our media is supposed to do its job. It was tough because there were so many people in Ghana, so many of them, they had never watched me before. But because of what they have heard, because they didn't want to change, they changing a certain lifestyle or listening to a certain kind of radio and journalism. It was tough for them because so many people were used to Kwame Sefa Kain coming on radio in the morning, lying to them, reading some captions and lying to the people. Openye de kum using ebe to lie to Ghanaians. Kweku Bako lying, Paul Ademotre lying, Egbert Faber lying. They saw these things going on, so they didn't understand why should a young man come in and be so blunt. So it was hard from the beginning. Today I can tell you, the people you see in Ghana, every important person in Ghana watches my show because they know this is a human institution. You cannot get things the way you want. Sometimes somebody's going to do the dirty job for some things to be done. The work, say your toilet, also be the toilet, and sana your community the more clean. If somebody doesn't do it, we are all going to die. So somebody's got to do it. And see, I want Ghanaians to understand, say, adapting to change is tough. And so be a Juma or Makola, Kejetia, whatever, Kaukudi for 15 years, and Oba the table sequemu. Everybody on that street, every single person knows, Mami, Mami, I won't tidy, and the table knew. That is where I the Juma Edition in Bawu school. Adia Chinya, Oba, I will say, Bebu table, no, that woman is not going to take it easy with you. That woman is not going to take this as a joke. That woman is going to fight back. That young man is going to fight back. But when you walk to that person and let them understand that, in the first place, this is not where you are supposed to sell. In the first place, where you are sitting is even wrong. In the first place, we need to make sure the right thing is done. So, these kind of things, it is psychological. It takes time. The willingness should be there. And I don't want these people at the end of the day to feel like, say, am I in 1 month, 2 months, my advice to the mayor in Kumasi and also in the Greater Accra region, in Ashanti region, and I say, especially in the Greater Accra region, I know the will is there to work. The will is there to serve the nation. Now, all the streets in Accra, I know sometimes, you send your people to go there in the morning, go sweep the streets and come back. I want you to have some, at least every mile or half a mile, just build a kiosk and employ young Ghanaians to sit in that kiosk. Their job. So if you have every 200 meters in the market, on the streets, now there's a unique kiosk that can take one person to sit in. The Jumani say they are in a kiosk. So be in your direction on Ranho. So be a percent street. If anything when it got to do with the street, they should just come to them. They work for the AMA or whatever. Those people, their presence alone, it will deter this woman from getting on the street to sell. People trying to come across to sell. You see, because you need constant monitoring, especially when people are supposed to change over a period. It is not easy. You need people to be having, you need presence. Presence and quantity monitoring. Sometimes they being there, Kekeno Krampon will send a message to their head and say, hey, in how, so I cannot put my things here. So you need your presence. Because you see, so we are there when the market is big. The streets are a lot of streets. You need to have posts because you cannot have cameras. You need to employ young people. You don't need to pay anybody $1 million, but every 300 meters, you need to have one kiosk that has been painted in a unique color. One person is in there. Nejumani said he's monitoring left and right. So be here, he gets out of there. He's in the uniform, please. Because Sandy Panayaman is Jumano. So who may not drive for that's always will be automatic. That person should be fired. Automatically, we're losing a Juma. Because the probability of some of them to taking money and making this happen is high. So you need to make sure constant supervision. When you do this, it is going to be tough from the beginning, but when it becomes part of us, we will start to change. The market should have unique kiosk. Baby, a street every stretch, you need to have about 3 of them. Open it up. Into unim sa 3 was swa, or him say osasa ni yomane kohaba, store ba koha. Into omo mute store him no, or him say this 300 meters is my territory. Nobody is supposed to do this job. Into omo nyinanim. So the woman will come to understand. It will be tough from the beginning, but as time goes on, they are all going to pull away. You need supervision, constant supervision. You can't do this today and say, Ochina, it is not going to happen. It's going to happen because we are used to this, and you cannot blame us because that is how we grew up. Into streets, the markets, get unique stores by the roadsides. Let the market people know, say, Wemo, they are the ones monitoring the streets. And those even monitoring the streets, they are being monitored. So what you do is they are there. Almost kiosk. When it's raining, they are in there. When it's shining, the sun is on, they are in there. They are monitoring. Or once you be able to cross up ton, or say, please do not sell here. So when you me on pacho, so when free so that is how it works. So when it goes on for some time, the market people come to accept, say, no, you cannot sell on the streets. This is a behavioral, it's a behavior thing. It is not a one-day thing. So let's not see it as and they call market and your pam dipaka krebi. It is not going to stop. Tomorrow, baby, I go pam dipaka. You might see some people there. You need constant supervision. The willingness to be there to do this. You need to do it, please. But I really appreciate the job they are doing.